In this video, we show a Brill hands-free sanitary toilet seat that is powered by a low-voltage 12-volt DC transformer. This seat can be activated with a wave of the hand over the wall-mounted sensor. Or, in case you have a handicapped person, it can be activated by pushing the green button located on top of the seat. This is a box of Brill USA-made sanitary plastic. Inside every box there are 10 rolls of Brill sanitary plastic, and there are 11 take-up spools. We give one extra take-up spool in each box. The last 5 seatings on a Brill roll, you will start to see a blue line going around the seat. You know that it is then necessary to change a roll. Change a roll of Brill plastic. First thing we do is we must be wearing our gloves. Okay, that is to protect the facility's personnel against any bodily fluids or viruses or germs. So every seat comes with a key. The keys are all keyed alike, and we'll put the key in the lock, 12 o'clock position. We'll turn it to 9 o'clock and we'll lift up on the top. This is the inside of the Brill seat. We will take the top and we'll put it either on the side of the seat or in back of the seat for use when we're finished. To show you how this works, the new roll is over here on the left-hand side. It gets threaded on here. It goes into a take-up chamber on the right-hand side, and it is split by a razor blade, so it can never be reused again. To summarize, cleaning is the most important part of maintenance for the Brill seat. We've changed the roll of film, we've taken it out, but prior to changing the roll of film, we need to clean the seat. First thing, in this particular application, we see that there is no plastic on the seat, so it has run out. We take a key, put it into the top, lift up the top, and we see that there's no plastic on the seat. It's run out. We're going to push our finger in here to the right, lift up on the used plastic, and throw it away. That's the first thing. Second thing is we're going to use toilet paper and disinfectant to clean the seat. And the reason for that is that there's nothing cheaper than toilet paper. Number 2 is that it can be easily flushed down the commode. So there are 3 areas that need to be cleaned. One is the take-up area. The second is the bracket, and the third would be the underside of the top cover. Now, again, just to summarize, the most important area to clean is the take-up area, okay, because that's where any liquid would come out when it's rolled up on the plastic. The bracket needs to be cleaned for any liquids, and also under the top cover. And finally, when we put the top cover back after we've changed the roll, we will clean the top area. This sometimes can get dirty, and occasionally we would suggest, when it does get dirty, we would suggest taking it out. There is a spring here. We would suggest taking it out, putting it in a disinfectant solution, running it under some hot water after you've disinfected it, and putting it back. Okay, again, this is the roll of Brill plastic film. We're going to open it up. There is a big side and there is a small side. There is a big side and there is a small side on the seat. If you put it in correctly, the roll will lay parallel to the toilet seat. Okay? If you put it in upside down, it will appear cockeyed and it will not roll properly. Okay? So big side, little side, little side. Okay, now what we do is we open up the Brill plastic. It's really a tube, and we thread that tube onto the seat, like so. Now, when we get over here, we have to be careful because this is a razor blade. This is sharp, and this can cut. So we don't want to have our fingers anywhere near the blade. What I like to do is take 2 fingers under the plastic, one on top, and I like to pull it straight up. Okay? Then what we do is we take a take-up spool, and the take-up spool has 2 sides. One has got a side that's opened with notches for the motor, and one side has a nipple. What we do is we stick our finger inside the take-up spool, and there's a little piece of plastic that will come out, and we put the plastic, the Brill plastic, inside of there, and we roll it towards us. We then put in the motor side first into the motor hub. We push the spring back to the right, and we put the nipple in the hole. And then all we do is press the button. During the course of using the Brill seats, you may come across a seat that may appear not to be working properly. When I say not be working properly, you'll go like this on the wall, or you'll press the button, you hear the motor, but you don't see the plastic running around. Okay? Basically what that means is that somehow the plastic has been broken. Someone may have been sitting on the seat as it was going around and didn't wait for the plastic to stop. So rather than call the maintenance department, we're going to open up the top and we're going to inspect it. And sure enough, the plastic has broken from the take-up side. So what we're going to do here to make this easy is just pull up about 12 inches. We unroll a couple of wraps from the take-up side. We tie it in a knot, like so. And then what we do is press the button and we restart the plastic. Now if the roll is very big and it's very dirty and you don't want to re-tie it and restart the plastic that way, you can always use a new take-up spool and start it fresh. And then what we'll do is we just put this on over here. Finally, there's one piece of information that I want to try to share with you. If you come into the bathroom and you see a big mess over here, okay, and there's a lot of liquid or someone maybe has thrown up, okay, do not push the button. Because if you push the button or wave your hand over the sensor, whatever dirty area is over here will now come up and go into this take-up chamber. And it's much more difficult to clean up the take-up chamber than it is to clean off this seat before you wind it up. So if this seat were dirty, I would sanitize whatever was on here, okay, I would wipe it off, okay, then I would throw it into the toilet, okay, and then I would press the button. Now I recommend personally for cleaning the Brill seats to use paper, toilet paper, which is the cheapest form of paper you could buy, and some kind of disinfectant, okay? And the disinfectant can be used lightly on the tops and then inside the seat as well.